eyes, bro.
I feel it. I'm trying to understand you, just like I did. Like I'm always gonna try to understand you, fool. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm never fighting against you. So like when Big says, I know how it feels to wake up fucked up, pockets broke as hell, another rock to sell. That's you're saying that's not how he really feels. He's speaking from somebody else's perspective.
No, bro, you just using that one line.
I mean that's a line that stuck to me. Like you know what I'm saying? I mean like can I use that? Like
well, you can't use like I'm saying.
I'll use another line if you want me to, but like
yeah, but I'm talking about he has a whole catalog of records and they didn't all speak from that perspective of man, this is me. It's just music, bro. Big was a great rapper, my nigga.
No, bro.
I like Biggie more than Tupac, and I can still admit that Tupac had more soul than Biggie. How hard is that to say, my nigga?
I mean, and I feel that. I agree with you on that.
I don't even have to argue
but
that.
But I thought you said that Biggie had no soul.
I didn't say he had no soul. I said Tupac had more soul, my nigga.
All right, then we straight. I believe that.
Everybody says that.
Yeah, I believe that. I thought you said Biggie had no soul.
No, I'm saying overall there was not much soul in his music. He was just really good at telling stories, my nigga.
But I feel like if you're really good at telling stories, then like you gotta have some soul. Like I'm sorry, bro.
I listened to a whole tape of Samuel L. Jackson narrating some dumbass children's story, and he's cussing the whole time. And I really felt like that was his story. He didn't write that shit. He just narrated it, my nigga.
Just because you cussing don't mean it's soul.
That verse on Meek Mill's song, bro, Drake killed that shit. Yeah. Literally, we love the verse. The one that Quentin Miller wrote, my nigga.
Rico.
Bro, but when everybody heard it, it was like, God, that nigga snap, bro. And then when you heard Quentin Miller wrote it, he was like, nah, he couldn't have. Then you heard the reference, and he was like, damn, 60% of it literally is word for word that. Where's the soul? The soul was there before because we believe in Drake, bro. That's why, nigga. That's why I said Drake is so amazing, because we believe in him. You believe in Tupac. You didn't want to hear all this, the other rumors that you get now that he's dead. You don't want to believe that Tupac was gay. You don't believe none of them shit. So look, you believe in Tupac.
This is like it's like a great student in class that studies for every test on his own, and then one day decides to get fucked up, or a couple weeks decides to get fucked up and cheat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if he gets caught, what are you going to believe? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like your first offense. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, so that's what you're saying. You're saying we're so used to Drake, you know what I'm saying, being Drake, you know what I'm saying, delivering who he is, that, you know what I'm saying, when we find out that somebody else wrote for him, you know what I'm saying, we don't care.
That's why I say I'm tired of giving niggas excuses, bro.
Yeah.
He's a great entertainer. He's not a good rapper.
I agree with you. Absolutely.
It's true.
Great entertainer. I don't believe him as a rapper.
And then there's rapper.
I don't believe him as a rapper.
There's rapper and there's lyricist too, so there's another category.
But you can be a rapper and a star and an entertainer all at once, and I feel like that's what Pac was, and that shit was crazy. I was talking to one of my old heads, you know, Ray Coke. He's like 39, 40, and he said, and we were talking about like greatest rappers of all time, like just in general, like, you know what I'm saying, like fuck, like, you know what I'm saying, breaking it down to a certain category, whether that's lyricism, like look, how, like overall, you know what I'm saying?
What's that?
And he says,
young
nigga, I remember.
No,
I'm over here like talking
American
like me
Spirit.
and you know what I'm saying? And he's like, young nigga, you don't even know, like, I was 18, like, or like 19, he was young, like, you know what I'm saying? When the first time I saw Pac on MTV Yo Raps. And before that, all it was Public Enemy. All it was what's his name? Or Run DMC, or what's the nigga with the dreads? Come on, conscious ass nigga.
KRS-One?
KRS-One, right. But then, all of a sudden, there was this bald head nigga on MTV Yo Raps with no shirt on, a gold chain, and tats on, talking shit.
Nobody looked like that.
You know what I'm saying? That was in '92. That's the first, that's the prototype of a rapper, bro. Like, that's the first time niggas ever saw that in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes Pac, and on top of that, he still had the content, had the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Had the message, was talking about what was going on in the
Yeah.
A quick interjection.
No, go ahead, interject.
All right, you gonna get mad at me for saying this.
It's cool, brother.
You gonna be real mad at me.
This is my nigga. Hey, hold up. Before he interjects, just know this is my nigga Moo. He great. Go ahead.
I just don't like that Pac was not the gangster nigga that he was at one point in his life. He was none of that shit. He went to the West Coast and rebranded himself, right? We're like, oh, cool, it's cool for Pac, but these Gwinnett niggas, they don't want to give Gwinnett niggas respect. We're talented as fuck.
Are you from Gwinnett?
Yeah. But they be like, you in Gwinnett. Nigga, he was from New York. He went to like a performing arts school, and then we let him go to the West Coast, get tatted up, start spitting on cops, and then he got shot. He got shot like 6 months into being the blood, my nigga. How cool is that? Are you really about the streets if you couldn't even survive living that life?
You talking about Pac?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I mean, he got shot, but he did pull through that.
Bro, he's dead, bro. He's been dead since
He's
96.
dead now, yeah.
He got shot a couple times.
Yeah,
He got
did
shot a
get
couple
lot.
times. And rapped about it every time.
And guess what? He's dead.
And
He's dead, like he's dead, bro.
nah, he's alive. Like, he's not dead. Like,
He's
but
dead. His
music
spirit's
is
alive, bro. But
And
he's
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
because he was a threat. Because he was
Yeah.
good.
No, he was loudmouth, bro. Loud people get shut the fuck up every time.
No, and I still think it was fucking
Bro, it's just the
should.
life. Regardless of the message,
Yes.
loud people get shut up.
The thing is, Pac, and that's why
Good
niggas-
message or bad
All right,
message?
cool. And I'm agreeing with you. You're not interjecting with me either because, like, money talk. Like when Pac died, he only had $50,000 to $100,000 in his accounts. He started talking shit. This nigga is like, I'm 25. Like Pac died, like he was probably younger than me. Like he was 6 months into being 25. So here's this young nigga who really gives a fuck, like who could care about. You know what I'm saying? Like being the richest nigga on the world. He comes from a Black Panther background. He's just really disturbed with, you know, what's going on in his life. You know what I'm saying? Period. So he's so that's conflicting and he's acting on whatever is going on. So when he dies, you know what I'm saying, it's all off of him just being in his situations and acting on how he is. I feel like Pac was just like the most human you could be. You know what I'm saying? I feel
And
like
who
Pac
would you
was the
say
most
really
human
brought
you
up,
could be.
like,
Like fuck,
police
like yeah, he might not have had a brand. Like he might have like.
Who would you say really brought
We
up like
still
police
talking about Pac,
brutality
bro.
though?
We still talking about Pac. These new niggas not talking about Pac. I don't give a fuck about that nigga.
These new niggas dress up like Pac like all the time.
They don't know it.
That's what I'm saying. They don't know it, and that's the immaculate, and that's the amazing part. That's why I say it goes back to what I was talking about. The first nigga that you saw in MTV Raps with a gold chain on, no shirt, bandana around his head, bald-headed nigga talking about the hood is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what? All right, so look, the message ain't in that no more, but you still got niggas with the image. And they don't even know it. And that's
How they don't know
crazy.
Pac?
And
They
that's
don't
how
know
crazy,
Pac.
that's how impactful it is though, bruh.
No, bro.
Like, I'm just saying.
Since the beginning of hip hop, we've told the story of how hard it is to be black in the hood and struggle, bro. I'm not gonna give Tupac
bro.
more credit, bro, just because he was screaming in the camera.
No, not in hip hop we did it. In hip hop we did it. Pac was I'd say Pac was the first one in hip hop to talk about how the streets is fucked up. As black people, we've always talked about how the streets are fucked up, but Pac made it commercial to say Brenda's got a baby and she's living in a dumpster from a nigga that molested her. Like we never did that in hip hop, bro.
NWA, what do you mean we never did that? We had NWA.
We had
Tupac would not have existed without NWA and that whole front of niggas that did the same shit talking about
But this
being
is-
in the hood being fucked up.
Like Public Enemy.
Pac was a baby or a young ass nigga during the crack experience. But the early niggas in hip hop literally were living that experience, my
This
nigga.
nigga's
And
3
they
years.
rapped about it.
This nigga's 3 years behind them. Do you know when?
Do you know what 3 years does, my
Like,
nigga?
that's what I'm saying though. But if you was 28 and I was 25, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
come on, bro. That's
significant,
36
my nigga.
months, bro. Like, time goes by like that. I'm saying Pac really strictly against my niggas at 91. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
His fan base was more ranged
and
out,
NWA
too.
was 88. I'm not saying
Well,
that
I
Pac
guess
ain't get the influence
yeah.
from NWA. I can see Pac getting the influence from NWA. But NWA was a group of niggas. Pac was one nigga, which is why it was so hard for this nigga to survive in the industry that he was in. Because he was being thrown around and niggas realized that he was special. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
It wasn't a
saying he
group of
wasn't
niggas. It wasn't a group of niggas. You got Dre, you got Easy, you got MC Ren, you got this DJ Yella, you got all these niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. And they made that. But then after that, there comes this one. No, listen. But then after that, there comes this one nigga, and he steps on camera, and he ain't signed. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just got done being a rodeo for Mr. Humpty, doing the Humpty Hump. Like,
Shock
you know what I'm
G.
saying? What's his name? Shock G. Like, you know what I'm saying? All this, and this was one nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bold as fuck. And that soul is expanding and touching people.
His ambition was crazy.
Crazy, bro. It's cool for 5 niggas to do that, but it's amazing for one nigga to move people like that, bro. I guarantee you Pac still sold more records than NWA to this day.
Possibly good.
That's amazing, dog.
It is amazing, but that's still an excuse, bro. That's like saying.
I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm just saying that's amazing.
Nah, bro, because like.
I'm agreeing with you too, so realize that as well.
Nah, I mean, you are agreeing with me, but you're not really.
Alright.
You just don't like that. I can sit there and say Tupac had more soul. He was an amazing artist, but there's a lot of shit I don't like about him.
Nah,
like people
Tupac-
gotta argue with the couple things I don't like.
No,
You feel me? Like think about this, Mel Gibson, right?
Yeah.
When he put out Passion of the Christ, that's not our Jesus, but like just for the culture of Christianity,
Right.
they loved him.
They love it.
Then we find out he's a racist fucking asshole, man.
Exactly.
What did that do to Passion of the Christ? Took the whole soul from the movie, bro.
Right.
We don't even talk about this shit.
I didn't feel like there was.
Talking about Compton and talking about all that shit, and it's like, nigga, you only been here like 8 months, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, how you talking about Compton when you been there 8 months, my nigga?
Who?
Tupac, bro.
Tupac?
He was only there for like, he wasn't there that long, my nigga. Come on, bro. He wasn't a West Side nigga like that.
He wasn't
talking.
No, bro. Like he wasn't in L.A., but he had been in California, bro. Like his mom is a Black Panther. They like at one point. And no, I'm saying during his childhood, they were in Oakland for a very long period of
I
time.
understand that, but he
so it's
wasn't
just
that
like
nigga,
someone
bro.
who's moved around. His mom was on crack. She moved from New York to Atlanta to Oakland to like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's his life. So when this nigga is locked up in jail.
Come on, bro.
So when this nigga is locked, it's like.
But that's different in like California culture though. You can join a gang when you older. Like gangs is different out there.
I'm saying, like, bro, why, bro?
What?
Just
You
to
can
die,
learn a
bro?
lot in a period of time being in the street.
I mean, I don't like I can't like I'm
He
well,
literally was a conflict of interest to his own message, my nigga. Like, what do you mean? You
He was-
talking gangster life and being rowdy, spitting on police. I understand that
I thought you was fucking with Pac. I thought you said he had more soul than everybody.
his music has soul. I don't know Pac, bro.
I mean, I just thought like cause like I thought like when this conversation, I was just like, all right. So you were saying Pac had soul and Big didn't really. You know what I'm saying?
He said he didn't have as much. Yeah.
Right, didn't have as much. You know what I'm
He
saying?
doesn't. But that doesn't
Right,
mean
right.
that I'm gonna listen to Pac, bro. I don't listen to Pac. But when I listen to him, I feel that shit. Listen to Biggie, I don't always feel it. It's just the shit hard. The shit hard as fuck.
I feel it. And I agree with you with that, right?
And I can damn near recite every verse from Biggie. And I know Pac has way more amazing songs than Biggie, but
Right.
I just
Yep.
don't feel that
Right.
the transitions that Pac made were authentic. And I feel like when you start doing shit that you don't need to be doing,
Okay.
guess
okay.
what happens? You die. You ain't a
Okay.
real nigga, you ain't a trap nigga, you start trying to trap, guess what happens? You get robbed.
And that's your perspective.
Literally, that's it, bro.
That's real. That's real. And that's your perspective on life.
It's not perspective, bro. It's experience, my nigga.
That's- I mean, no,
there are
it's-
people that grew up in the streets and can do the same shit their whole life and never die.
I feel like
And there's
there's
niggas that go to the suburbs and then try to Malibu's most wanted type shit, and guess what happens? They dead, fam.
I feel like people that have been I know people that have been the greatest people in my life that have done nothing but good to people that have died as well.
I mean, you too, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you can't
I'm
look at
talking
it.
about-
I'm saying you can't look at it like that.
No,
like,
but it's about the
like,
energy
look,
that you
like-
bring, bro. If that's
okay.
the energy that you want, it's the energy you're gonna get, my nigga.
But that's the
Straight up.
person, and like all life is energy, and that's the energy that was born. And that's what I'm telling you about Pac.
Energy is transformative, bro.
I'm just
It's
saying,
not
like,
just
that,
there.
like that's
It's
what I'm
not
telling you
just sitting there
about
for me to
Pac.
walk
Like Pac
through.
was Pac. Like Tupac was Tupac. Like I am how I am. Like the same way that like I may be just a little bit more like receptive to what you say. You know what I'm saying? Or you may be, or I may be, or you may be like a little bit more objective.